Hello everyone. In this lecture, we will see the redirection operators, right? So redirection operator greater than for output and two greater than symbols, which is called the append redirection operator. Less than symbol is input. Two greater than or two and greater than symbol, it is basically, it indicates the standard error redirection. Ampersand one is a file descriptor for standard output. Okay, so let us see these one by one in example. So if I say echo, okay, and if I write something, say this is my uh, file content, okay, I want this content should go into my file. So what I will do, I will use this output redirection operator and I will put it into a file, say file.txt. Okay, so now my file.txt is having this content. Let us see. We can use cat and input operator. This is optional with the cat, right? So if I say input and file.txt, see, it is having, this is my file content. You can skip in the cat this file.txt, means redirection operator for input, and you can simply say cat and file.txt, right? Now, Um, next is the append operator. See, um, if I change something here, if I say this is my file, new content, okay, and if I use output redirection operator, then what will happen if I read this file, file.txt, see, the old content got overwritten with the new content, okay, but I want to append. So in that case, what you need to use the append operator. Okay, so this is uh, append operator. So if I say new content, and I'll just say -2. Okay, now if I read the file, which is file.txt, so now you can see the content is appended. Okay, so whenever you are having log file or wherever you see that I need to append the content into the file, use this operator. Then we are having, so we discussed these three operators so far, right? Now, next is the error, right? So if there is an error, for example, if I read a file which does not exist, say file1.txt file. So this file does not exist and we are getting the error on the screen. Okay. So I want this error should go into a file. Then what I will do, this, and I will use number two, that is for the standard error redirection. And I will say go it into the output file, um, or say error log, error.log. Okay. So I will put it into the error.log. Now, if I read this file, which is error.log, so you will see whatever the error it was displaying on the screen, now it is into the file, which is error.log. Okay. If I run this command and if I want that it should append, so for example, I want to search file2.txt, which also does not exist. If I use single output operator, right? So then what it will do, it will overwrite the content of error.log, but I want to append. So I will use append operator, append redirection operator with number two, right? Now here you can see now there are two lines, one for file1.txt and other is for file2.txt, right? Now consider I want to search the file. If I say ls, so here there are files like file.txt is there, but file1.txt is not there. If I say I want to list all the files, right, which is mm, or I'll say file, and here I'm searching for, say, letter E, right, and I'm searching for letter, say, O, okay, dot txt file. Right. So here it is saying file o.txt does not exist, but file o.txt does not exist. So now there is one output and one error. So output which is standard output. I want this goes into a file, and error is also is to be stored into a file. So if I use only this, if I say um, this, and I want to put it into a uh, error log file. So I'm overwriting error.log. Then what will happen? See, the standard output it is showing here, but this error, this will go into the error.log file. So let me just show you error.log. So you can see, cannot access the file into this uh, because this file does not exist, right? So if you want that output plus error both go into error.log file, then what we will do? So I will run this command, right? And um, this will go into error.log, right? And um, what I need that the plus the output plus the error both should go into the same file. So in that case, the error redirection the um, as well as the file descriptor, which is indicated by ~1, it should be used. So here I will say greater than symbol, right? And here I will use 2 and greater than symbol ~1. Okay. So now what it will do in the error log, it will have the standard output as well as error, right? Now, if I run this command, if I say cat error.log, so you can see it is having error plus standard output, right? So this is how we can use the redirection operator. Okay. I hope you understand this, and we will meet in the next lecture. Thank you very much for watching.